Well, good morning, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. It would help if I like held in the clutch, you know, when I shifted to the first gear. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of advisable. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's my 1,000 year, or 1,000 year, 1,000 mile, or technically 1,145 miles on the Kawasaki Z900 2023 Cafe version. And gotta tell you, the bike's been treating me good. I like the bike. It's and for you guys that aren't familiar with it, it's a 958cc 958cc inline 4. Makes what is it, about 120 horsepower, about 5 foot-pounds of torque, something like that. So it's got good power, and the bike's still, you know, running like brand new. You know, obviously it's only got 1,000 miles on it, or 100 miles on it. And I do commute on this bike every day to work. So I was working from home for a long time, but about a month ago I started working back at the office. So I've been commuting every day. And the bike is a very comfortable bike for you know, commuting. You know, it's just, it's not too aggressive of a stance. I mean, I'm slightly forward right now, but you know, nothing crazy. You know, you're mostly upright. The pegs are in a very comfortable position. You know, it's not like your traditional sport bike where, you know, you're kind of cramped up into the bike, you know, and you definitely do sit on this bike, not in the bike. But very comfortable bike. Just riding to and from work every day, and even on longer rides. Now, I will say one thing about the seat on this bike. Now, look, I'm a heavier guy. You know, I'm about 240 pounds. So, you know, after a couple of hours, I am definitely starting to feel it. You know what I mean? And at that point, you need to take a break. I do anyways, because quite frankly, just start to go kind of numb down there after a while. If I was going to do a real long trip on the bike, I'd probably go ahead and you know, get one of those air cushions, you know, from Airhawk or whatever. But I have no complaints about this bike. This bike is a great bike. It's a lot of fun. It's a very friendly bike. The throttle can be a little statchy, so you know, if you do end up picking one of these up, you'll get used to it. But it's definitely on-off throttle. And it looks like we have an accident up here. Oh boy. I wonder what's going on. That's a good thing I left a little bit early this morning. And the Dunlop tires on it are good tires. I do, you know, I hear from, you know, a lot of people that talk about the bike that, you know, once you get some better tires on it, it definitely changes the bike, you know, for the better. So I am kind of looking forward to getting some new rubber on the tire. But these Dunlops, you know, they do the job. and they feel fine, you know. And I get on it, you know, pretty good sometimes. You guys have seen if you watch my other videos, and, you know, and they feel fine. You know, I'm very confident in my cornering. I don't, you know, I don't feel tires don't slide out on me or anything like that. Of course, you know, I do use the first level of traction control on the bike, but yeah, real, you know, really nice riding bike, man. Just when you're doing this, just riding to, you know, riding to work, and, you know, just average traffic, and it's very comfortable. And the bike definitely holds a line, you know, like when you're getting on it, and you're getting up to those, you know, higher speeds, plus speeds. It definitely holds its line. You know, you have no problems with taking cornering or, you know, anything like that on this bike. And on the highway, very comfortable. This windshield does, you know, push some wind up in your face, but it's nothing intrusive. Like I haven't had any kind of problem with it. It doesn't really cause any buffeting, which, you know, I don't really know how, but it doesn't. You know what, dude? I just want to Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Just got somebody there who just doesn't know what the hell they're doing. But as you can see, when you need to pass, you need to do something, even a little sketchy like I just did, there's plenty of power just to get you where you want to go. It's no problem at all. And I absolutely love the looks of the bike. The bike looks very, very cool. You know, it's got that retro styling, and, you know, and if you want, you know, a retro kind of style bike, but you want the, you know, newer technology and stuff like this is the ticket right here, man. Like, really, really cool bike. The exhaust is tuned from the factory, so it has a nice sound right from the factory. You know, I might replace the exhaust, you know, at some point. But I'm really happy with the bike just stock. You know, I haven't really done anything to it, and you know, only thing I did was put on some grip puppies, and, you know, that's literally about it. Just for a little bit added comfort, because my hands, you know, kind of, you know, they get a little fatigued on those hard plastic handles. So these help me a lot. You know, I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. You know, a lot of people buy these. But I haven't done any adjustment on the bike. I haven't felt the need to, and maybe I should, because it's one of those things where you just kind of get used to it, and, you know, there might be a better setting for somebody. I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to setting up a bike, you know, with the preload. So I haven't really, so I haven't messed with it. You know, I'm not going to mess with something that, you know, when I don't know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm not going to do that. I'll take it to somebody that, you know, knows better than I do. And, but yeah, you know, 1,000 miles later, I'm still in love with the bike. I just, you know, I love riding it every day to work. It's very, very cool. And I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it rides. And this is me coming off of a Z900 Special Edition. You know, I had the upgraded shocks and brakes and all that. But this is just, you know, the braking is phenomenal on this bike. You got the dual disc up front. You know, the single disc in back, obviously. And it's just, you know, it stops. I don't even think about the brakes. You know, it's just, they're very, very confidence inspiring. And, you know, when I'm getting on it, I'm not worried about stopping. You know what I mean? The brakes on this bike work phenomenal. And other than that, again, real happy with the purchase. I'm glad I got this bike, and you know, it's I love the when you're talking about the instrument panel up here. You know, it's like my last bike, you know, the Z900rs. You know, I had the nice Kawasaki TFT dash and stuff like that, which I enjoy. I like that. You know, I did enjoy that that dash, but something about this twin analog gauge setup, and it has, you know, just real simple, like what you need in the middle there, you know, gear indicator, you know, fuel, you know, temperature. And some people say these bikes get hot. I haven't experienced that at all. It stays right there at that 3 ticks. You know, unless it's a really, really hot day, like, you know, if it's like 100 degrees outside, then sometimes you may see it occasionally get a tick up that, and then of course fan kicks on, and you know, it goes right back down. But it's I haven't experienced any of that. So the bike, you know, the engine runs beautifully. I mean, Kawasaki really did an amazing job with this bike. You know, I love this 958cc engine. It's just you know, it's got the power when you need it, but it is just so forgiving. Like, I could sit here, you know, I'm doing about 35 miles an hour right now, and I'm in 5th gear, and I can leave it there. You know, it's fine. Of course, when I come to a stop like this, I'll shift it down, but wow, look at this traffic this morning, man. This is crazy. I left the house a little bit early this morning. It was just like, wow. But you know, it's beautiful out right now. It's, you know, it's in the upper 60s here in Florida this morning. And I'm not getting stuck at this thing. I gotta go. Ain't got no time. Come on over, buddy. Nope, no, change his mind. The gearbox is awesome. You know, it's no quick shifter, but you know, nevertheless, it is the clutch is like super soft. It engages like right as soon as you start to let it out. The way mine's set up anyways, like as soon as I start to let it out, but it's like, it's a one-figure deal, man. You know, it's real soft, it's easy to pull in. And these mirrors are phenomenal. These mirrors are the best that I've had on any bike that I purchased. And you know, look, I've been riding for a few years. You know, it's not like I've been riding a long time. I used to ride when I was younger, but you know, I just started riding again just a few years ago. So I've got a few bikes. You know, I mean, had a Vulcan 650 Z900, and then this bike. And this bike, the mirrors are the best. Like, you know, they're like really, really, really good. And the shocks on the suspension on this bike, speed bump, oh, didn't even feel it. It's fun. It's great. Like, it's amazing, man. Like, really, really, really nice suspension on this bike. You know, and it's not the upgraded Öhlins, you know, just Kawasaki suspension, Kawasaki brakes, and everything just works just amazing. And I'll get out and give you guys a little walk around the bike here in a minute. And the bike comes in at, little over about 460, 470 pounds. I think I'll get the exact weight and I'll push it, but like really nimble, really, you know, it doesn't feel like a heavy bike, you know what I mean? It might be closer to, you know, 500 pounds, you know, ready to ride. But yeah, the bike just feels absolutely amazing, especially when you're doing some cornering. This is a common problem I have because of this keychain, which I need to replace. I get it stuck in there. But anyways, so yeah, the Z900 RS Cafe version is just a beautiful bike, and I really like that that windscreen up front, that cowl. That's really nice. But you got helmet lock here, you got bag pegs, you know, if you want to put some cases on it, you know, it comes like that from the factory. I put the stand spools on, and yeah, guys, that's the bike. And not a huge overbearing exhaust. The tubes really don't color out too much on you because they got that double tube design where it's a tube within a tube, so that helps a lot with that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So listen, have a great week, and we'll be talking to you next time. Take care.